Hi guys, how are you? कैसे हैं आप सब? In the last tutorial, we created two templates. The name is details.html and all underscore members.html. One for listing all the members as you see, and one for details about a member. Last lecture में हमने दो details.html और all underscore members.html दो फाइल्स हमने क्रिएट किए थे. उसके बाद हमने एक master.html फाइल क्रिएट की थी. Django provides a way of making a parent template that you can include in all pages to do the stuff that is the same in all pages. So for that we create master.html. If you are new on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and like. We start a Django series on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Share with your friends. दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें. जो भाई इस चैनल पे नए हैं तो लाइक और सब्सक्राइब लाजमी करें. यहाँ पर हमने Django की मुकम्मल सीरीज शुरू की हुई है. तो Django provides a way of making a parent template that you can include in all pages to do the stuff that is the same in all pages. Django हमें प्रोवाइड करता है एक वे कि अगर हमारे पेजेस का जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो सेम है तो हम उसको किस तरह हैंडल करेंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ पेरेंट टेम्पलेट, जो कि हमने यहाँ पर master.html है. स्टार्ट बाय क्रिएटिंग ए टेम्पलेट कॉल्ड master.html, जो हमने यहाँ पर क्रिएट किया master.html, और जो नेसेसरी HTML एलिमेंट्स थे वो हमने यहाँ पर इस फाइल के अंदर इंक्लूड किए, जैसे हेड हो गए, मीटर, टाइटल, हेड, बॉडी एंड सो ऑन. आफ्टर दैट do you see Django tag inside a title element and the body element in the master.html? These are the Django tags. These are placeholders telling Django to replace this block with content from other sources. Then the two templates, all underscore members.html and details.html. Can you see the master.html template here? This is done by including the master template with the extends. As you see, I include extends master.html. This is done by including the master template with the curly brackets and the person signs starting and ending with keyword extends master.html tag, and inserting a title block and a content block as you see in the details.html file and also in the all underscore members.html. Let me show you this all. See, I am extending details.html and all underscore members.html from master.html. That's why I am using here the tags, Django tags, and extend master.html. After doing all this, let me run this the server python under this python manage.py cd my underscore transcript python manage.py run server. This command will be running our projects on the port 8000. Let me open this link. As you see, I am getting nothing. अब जैसे आप देख रहे हैं कि मैं यहाँ पर आउटपुट में कुछ भी नहीं, मुझे एरर आ रहा है, पेज नॉट फाउंड, 8000 पे कुछ भी नहीं है. तो मुझे मेंबर्स के पास जाना पड़ेगा, और जब मैं क्लिक करूँगा हाफिज अमाल, एज यू सी आई एम गेटिंग ऑल दिस एंड बैक टू मेंबर्स अनस अहमद, and I am getting all the data regarding Anas Ahmad, the members data. Let me open this members, and if I go for to search with specific ID, let search for one. As you see, admin not found, members 1. As you see, the whole URL is details and then this. So to check the specific ID of a member, details and then the specific ID is 1 for the member. Let me show you. I am getting all this with the help of master.html, uh, and I extend master.html in the details.html as well as all underscore members.html. The whole code is running successfully. As you see, I am getting the response in the terminal as well, 404, if the URL is not matching and the page is not found, and if the page is found, then I am getting the status 200. So today's our topic is about add main index page. Let's do this. Django add main index page. Main index page, our project needs a main page. So till now we did so many things, but now our project needs a main page. The main page will be the landing page when someone visits the root folder of the project. Now you get an error when visiting the root folder. Let me show you. When we visit the root folder of our project, I am getting the 404 not found. If I go to the root folder, let me show you. As you see, I am getting 404, page not found. The main page will be the landing page when someone visits the root folder of the project. Now you get an error. As you see, the error is page not found. When visiting the root folder of your project, start by creating a template called, we have to create a template called main.html to solve this, the root folder problem. हमें जो एरर आ रहा है पेज नॉट फाउंड 404, इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए हमें एक और टेम्पलेट क्रिएट करनी पड़ेगी जिसका नाम हमें main.html रखना पड़ेगा, जो कि हम इस प्रॉब्लम 404 नॉट फाउंड रूट फोल्डर मेन रूट फोल्डर को सॉल्व करेंगे। जैसे कि आप देख रहे हैं मैं VS कोड में बैक आ गया हूँ, तो यहाँ पर मैं एक और टेम्पलेट क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ टेम्पलेट्स फोल्डर के अंदर, जिसका नाम मैं रखूँगा main.html। जब मैंने ये फाइल क्रिएट कर ली with the name main.html, here I have to write some code to solve the problem page not found for the root folder of our project. So here I am going to use the curly brackets, and inside this the person signs and extends from master.html, and after that I am going to use the block title here, block title, and inside this my tennis club. After that I have to close this and block. After that I have to create block content here for the main.html. For block content I am going to write some elements, and inside this I am using h1 element of HTML, my tennis club, and after that I am going to use heading 3 h3 members. This will be members, and after that I am going to create a paragraph using the element T, paragraph element of HTML. Check out all our, and inside this I am going to use the anchor tag href members / and members. Then I have to close this, and block content, end block, not content end block. This will be end block. Let me show you all the code. This is the block content and this is the end block and the block title and the end block, and this will extends from master.html as you show master.html side by side here. Let me show you clearly. This is our master.html code and I am extending the main.html from this using the Django tags. As you see master.html, and I am using the title as you see from master.html. After creating the main.html file, then we need one new view. Create a new view with main that will deal with incoming path to the root of the project. So for that I am going to views.py of our app. As you know, our app name is view members. Let me open this views and I am going to close all these HTML files to show you views.py clearly. So here we have view function with name members details, and here I am going to create one more. And this main the main view will deal with incoming request to the root of the project. So for that I am going to define a view function def main and I am passing parameter request here. मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ यहाँ तक आप लोगों को समझ आ रही होगी. अगर कोई भी डाउट हो प्लीज कमेंट इट. आई एम हियर to understand you each and everything related Django. Template and loader dot get template main dot html. After that return http response template dot render. The main view, this main view responsive does the following things: load this line telling Django loads the main.html template and HTML, and then template is rendering HTML that is rendered by the template. So in the response this view function will render the HTML template. So after creating one new view function, so now we need to make sure that the root URL points to the correct view. So for that I am going to open my urls.py of my app. Here you see members is the app and inside members we have urls.py file. Here I am going to add the root URL point. This will points to the correct view. So, and here I am going to add the main view to the URL pattern list. Inside the URL pattern list, path members / details. I have to use this on the top, not here. Here path and here views.main and the name is main. Let me use this. So till now we add a main URL, we add the main view to the URL pattern list, and after that I am going back to the main.html file inside this, and here I am going to add link back to main. The members page is missing a link back to the main page. So let us add that in the all underscore members.html template in the content block. Let me open all underscore members.html, and inside the block content block I have to add the backlink. This backlink will back to the main page. So let us add that in the all underscore members.html template in the content block. Inside my content block of all underscore member.html, I am going to add a link. Let me write here link code. On the top, inside block content or content block, I am going to create, I am using p element of HTML, p tag, and inside this I am going to use the anchor tag, and inside this href, this will go back us to the home and are done. This link I have to erase this, the ending tag of anchor. This link will go back to the main page. So that's why I am creating a link. This is responsible to go us to the main page, and I hope you will follow all the steps with me on your own end. You can see the result in your own browser. Let me run the command, and as you see, our server is running. If your server is down, make sure to run the server and then go to the browser. Let me open this for you. I hope this will solve our problem. Let me refresh this. Template syntax error or master, where the syntax error. Master from here, as you see, I am missing the double colon in the master.html in the main.html file. So the problems, the errors are not something tricky. This will, as a developer, you will face problems, you will learn more, you will become a good developer. So don't take tension if you got any errors. So let's move to solve this. If you are new on this channel, don't forget to subscribe. मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ यहाँ तक आप लोगों को समझ आ चुका होगा। मैं एरर मेरे पास आ रहा है, जिसका जो टाइटल है वो क्या है, लेट मी शो यू। टेम्पलेट सिंटेक्स एरर। जो टेम्पलेट सिंटेक्स एरर आ रहा था, अगर मैं टर्मिनल अपना खोलूँ, यहाँ पर भी आपको मिल रहा है Django template exception, template syntax error could not pass the reminder master.html from master.html, and I am getting this, and that's why I am getting the status 500. So this is our main.html. Here I have to use double quote. Make sure each and everything. Let me refresh my browser. Here, let me refresh this page. As you see, guys, on this, one subscriber and one like. Do it now for Code with Office. So as you see, check out all our members home page. Check out all members. So till now, our master.template, our main index page and details and all underscore members.html code is working successfully. Let's move forward to complete this Django series as soon as possible, but my target is to understand each and everything related to Django, to clear all concepts. मैं चाहता हूँ कि खैर आराम आराम से पढ़ाऊँ, लेकिन आपका कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो, आपको पता चले कि क्या क्या कर रहे हैं और किस तरह हो रहा है। सो Django 404 पेज जो हम फिर देख रहे हैं, 404 पेज नॉट फाउंड, ये हम फिर देख रहे हैं। तो पेज नॉट फाउंड, इफ़ यू ट्राई टू एक्सेस ए पेज, जब आप कोई पेज को एक्सेस करने की कोशिश करते हैं और जब वो नहीं होता तो एक एरर आता है, 404 एरर। सो Django directs you to build in view that handles 404 error। तो जब Django को पेज नहीं मिलता तो Django हमें डायरेक्ट कर लेते हैं 404 पेज पर जो हैंडल्स करते हैं एरर्स को। और हम 404 व्यू पेज के बारे में फिर पढ़ेंगे। You will learn how to customize this 404 view later in this chapter, but first just try to request a page that does not exist. In the browser window, type in the address bar. Open your browser window and in the address bar, type something which will not in our project. As you see, I am getting page not found, 404 found. So Django directs you to built-in view. Django, when page not found, if you try to access a page that does not exist and we got if error page not found, Django directs you to built-in view that handles 404 errors. In the browser, when I type this, you will see this is not found, this page is not found. That time Django directs you to built-in view that handles 404 error. So if you are seeing this content, page not found and all these things, you got directed to the built-in Django 4. If you got this is coming in the settings.py file, debug is set to true and we have to set to false. Let me change this debug to false and see you something else on this 404 not found page. Or let change. I just open my VS Code and inside my project folder, this is my project folder, and the name is my_tennis_club, and I just open my settings.py file. Here, as you see, the debug is true. Let me show you to here. As you see, security warning, don't run with debug turned on in a production. This is something warning. So let's false. I am going to change debug equal to false. Then as you see, when I change debug from true to false, command run, you must set settings allowed host if debug is false. So let me save this file and I am going to run this server again. I am getting the same error. You must set settings.allowed host if debug is false. So I want you to, I am again and again try this because I want to understand you. Whenever you want to change debug is equal to false from true, that time Django requires you to specify the host you will allow this Django project to run from. In production, this should be replaced with a proper domain name like your domain name.com or myweb.com or udemy.com. These are the domain name. So whenever you change from debug true to false, Django requires you to specify the host you will allow this Django project to run from. So in this way I am going to, let's do this from for all, not the specified domain for all. Strict mean all. This will allow all domain which will run project. This will allow this Django project to run from. So I am going to allow all domain. Let me run this again. If you see, our server is running now successfully. So if I go to again, let me refresh this to understand you. After changing debug from true to false and allowed all hosts, refresh this, you will see I am getting something new on the page with not found. The request resource was not found on the server. Django will look for a file named 404.html in the templates folder and display it when there is 404 error. If no such file exists, in our case, no file with name 404.html, if no such file exists, Django shows the not found that you saw in the example. In this example. So to customize this message, all you have to do is to create a file in the templates folder and name it 404.html and fill it with whatever you want. So for that, I am going to create 404.html in my templates folder. I come back to my VS Code. Here I am going to create 404 new file with name 404.html, and inside this I am going to change to customize the message of 404. Here I am going to use the basic HTML code. In the title I am going to change one address, and inside the body I am going to use the h1 tag, heading tag. Here, oops, the heading and the heading 2 will be h2. I cannot find the file you requested. In the browser window, let me open the browser. This is our browser window, and in the address bar, as you see, this address is not in our project. In the address bar, and if I refresh this again, you see the content is changed. Oops, I can't find the file you requested. So in this way you will change the content of 404 message, which is by default not found. I just come back to my VS Code. So in Django we have so many things, but the one thing, Django test view. When testing different aspects of Django, it can be a good idea or good practice to have somewhere to test code without destroying the main project. This is optional, of course, but if you like to follow all steps in this tutorial, you should add a test view that is exactly like the one we create below, that you can follow the example which is I am going to create now and try them out on your own end. So for that I am going to open my views.py file here, and on the below on the bottom. So here I am going to create one view, new view with name testing, and I am passing argument parameter request colon template loader dot get template dot html, and after that context dictionary, the key is fruits, and the value is a list of different fruits name: apple, banana, and mango. So inside the context dictionary, I just create one key value pair, and after that I am going to return this with the help of http response template.render context and request. So we just create a testing view. गाइज अभी तक हमने एक न्यू व्यू बनाया जिसका नाम हमने टेस्टिंग रखा, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि हम चेक करें, टेस्टिंग करें विदाउट डिस्टर्बिंग द ओरिजिनल प्रोजेक्ट. सो फॉर दैट आई एम गोइंग टू क्रिएट ए न्यू व्यू. इसके लिए मैंने एक न्यू व्यू बनाया जिसका नाम मैंने टेस्टिंग रखा. फंक्शन नेम व्यू, फंक्शन नेम टेस्टिंग. उसके द ऑल कोड और template.html we have to code this file, and we have to create this in templates folder. So after that we have to make sure that after creating the testing view, make sure that incoming URLs to testing will be redirected to the testing view. We have to make sure a URL which will be redirected to this testing view. So for that I am going to open urls.py of my app, and here this is the members folder. This urls.py file, in the members folder the app name is members, and inside this path, and here testing. After that use.testing, name is testing. आई होप दिस विल मेक सेंस फॉर यू. मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ. पहले मैंने यहाँ पर एक व्यू क्रिएट किया views.py के अंदर, फिर मैं उसको रीडायरेक्ट कर रहा हूँ इस व्यू के पास. इस URL के थ्रू ये रीडायरेक्ट होगा इस views.function जिसका नाम टेस्टिंग है. आफ्टर डूइंग ऑल दिस, यहाँ तक हर चीज़ करने के बाद, we also need a template where we can play around with HTML and Django code. हमने व्यू भी बना लिया, हमने एक URL भी बना लिया जो रीडायरेक्ट करेगा टेस्टिंग व्यू फंक्शन के पास. इन सब के लिए हमें एक टेम्पलेट चाहिए, और इसका नाम template.html. टेम्पलेट्स फोल्डर के अंदर एक और फाइल क्रिएट करेंगे template.html के नाम से. तो मैं जा रहा हूँ यहाँ पर template.html, ये एक फाइल मैंने क्रिएट कर दी. You might notice that there was a reference to a template in the testing view. As you see here, template.html, there was a reference to a template. As you see here, there is a reference to a template in this testing view function. So that's why I am creating a template called template.html in the templates folder. After creating the file template.html here, and inside this I have to write some code. I'm going to erase all this, no need of head, just HTML and body. And inside my body I am going to use Django tags here. for I in, let's say J in fruits, and H1, this will be I, whatever the I in the I iteration, value of I in the iteration, and at the end I am going to end for, let me save this, and I am going to create one paragraph. I am writing something in views.py. You can see what the fruits variable looks like. After that, if your server is not running, to run this server again, navigate to the folder my_tennis_club folder and run your command py manage.py.run server or python manage.py.run server. In the browser window, let me open the browser window. My server is running, that's why I am not running my server again. I come back to my browser window, and if I change this from testing in the address bar, and let me refresh this, let me press enter, server error 505. As you see, I am getting server error 500. Let's solve this, check our code, what we are doing wrong. I just open my VS Code, and here testing, views.testing, name testing. If I open views.py, our view function name is testing. Template loader.get html template.html. So we have to correct this HTML and save this. As you see, when I save my views.py file, something is happening here, and if I open my browser window and refresh this, as you see in views.py, you can see what's the fruit variable look like. I am getting the expected result. So मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ यहाँ तक आप लोगों को समझ आ चुका होगा। आज के इस लेक्चर में हमने क्या सीखा, मास्टर टेम्पलेट, फिर उसके बाद मेन इंडेक्स पेज किस तरह क्रिएट ऐड करते हैं जेंगो में, फिर उसके बाद जेंगो 404 टेम्पलेट और टेस्ट व्यू किस तरह हम यूज़ करते हैं। तो मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि यहाँ तक आप लोगों को क्लियर हो गया। इफ़ एनी डाउट टिल नाउ, प्लीज़ कमेंट। आई एम हियर to solve your problems. Thanks for watching.